Right, I'm just at a job where I did an EICR and a board change, and there was a open circuit on the kitchen ring final. So we're here to find the issue. We did the EICR and the board change on the same day. It's only a small 2-bed flat, so it made sense. And we should have we've got reading on the lines and nothing on the neutral, open circuit on the neutrals. So the method I'm going to use is, if I find it, I'm going to use the R1RN method. I think I've shown a video before of me doing it with a long lead, but I'm going to use the R1RN method. So I'm going to put in the same, I think they're the same. Yeah, so one leg of the ring, I'm going to put together the line and the neutral. I'm going to get my plug tester and plug in the line and the neutral in obviously this terminal here. So I'm going to measure between line and neutral. That's that leg. I'm going to go around the sockets now, and hopefully we'll get a reading. We'll eventually get a reading, like we'll lose the continuity between two sockets, between 2 points. So let's go out here. Client said there's a socket out here. Nothing there. So I'm going to go round each of the sockets in this kitchen, and hopefully nothing at that one. It's not the best start. There's a socket in here somewhere. Got a reading. That's a good sign. 4.9. There's a socket in here. I didn't do the kitchen work, by the way. 5.1. Okay. Some sockets up here. 4.1. So we're getting a reading. There's another one. Good. There's a socket in here. Right. That's closer to the board. Oh, battery. Right, let me go and change the batteries in my tester. Sod's law, the batteries go when I'm trying to do some fault finding. Always the way. Okay, let's get back to it, yeah? So where we are now is so I've only been here 5 minutes so far, and I've narrowed it down to what I think would be two points, 2 sockets. So let's go and swap the Wago around. So we've just done this leg and got a reading around most of the kitchen. So if I put it on this leg of the ring now, by process of elimination, I'll probably get a reading at this socket over here. Yep, where I didn't before. And a reading on this one where I didn't get it before. Okay, so I'm going to take off this socket first, I reckon, because that's 10 times easier than taking off a 1-gang surface socket in the back of a cupboard. So those connections are good. So we're left with this one. I've undone the screws, but I haven't peered behind yet. I'm hoping that we'll see this together. Looks good. Let's just take them out and check. So the connections behind that were absolutely fine. And one thing obviously you aren't able to test when you go around with the socket tester is obviously the fuse connection units. And I remember having a reading there, but obviously this was a fuse connection unit, so I didn't test this. So if I was wiring that from that socket down to this socket, that would be the next one, and then I had a reading there. So this is the only other one it could be. So I've just taken the screws out. I've not pulled it back yet. I'm hoping that we can find the issue here, to be honest. That insulation, it does look good. I'll check it, pull it out, make sure it's tight. When I connected one set of the line and neutral, I got it on this socket and all of the rest of the kitchen. When I connected the other end, I didn't get it here, but I could have got it there, but I didn't have my probes with me. I definitely got it there, and definitely got it there. So again, I've taken the 3.5s out. I've not looked yet. Oh, that could be something. That could be something. Oh, I think that's it. Look at that. That is it, isn't it? Fucking get in there, Lawrence. Right, re-terminate that. Put that back. So, all right. I pride myself on being able to do it in only taking off 2 sockets. On this occasion, I took off 1, 2, 3 sockets and a spur. So still, in total time I've been here, it's probably been about 15 minutes. And I found it now, so I can pop that. I temporarily put it on a 20. I'm going to pop it back onto a 32 now. I'll go and re-terminate this, and we'll go and test it at the board, check it's all good. Take that off there. Plug in my meter. So if I remember, we had point, I don't know, 4 or something on the lines. 3.8. And we had open circuit on the neutrals. Beautiful. Look at that, all within 0.05 of each other. So 3.8 for the lines, 3.7 for the neutrals. Fault found. So I can pop that back onto a 32 amp RCBO. So I'll isolate and swap that out and put the ring back in. Circuit number 3, 1, 2, 3. He may have tested it before he made the alterations, and then did it. Sometimes people check that there's a ring before they start work. You know what I mean? Like I would do that if I'm doing work on someone's house. I would check the ring, make sure it's all good before I then start dicking around with it. Whereas he may have tested it, dicked around with it, and then not retested it to check that it was all good when he left. You know what I mean? Which is what you should do before and then after. I checked that, you know, it's okay for me to work on it, and then when I've done the alterations, I then check that I've left it in a good, you know, safe state. You know, so well, problem solved. Yeah, we'll do. Let's get my torque on it. Greater than 1.5, 2.1. Let's change that. Two, so that's 2. That must be 2.1. Lock it back up. Don't forget the fly lead, Lawrence. At the top there. Fly lead in. 2. So let's go swap that down to a 2. There. That's all good. That's all good. So we'll turn it on with all the load. Quickly do an RCG test as I put a new RCBO in now. Cool. Quickly do a functional a minute. Now, just going to do the type A part of it. Cool. I'm happy with that. Let's put the port cover back on. As standard, if you can, because of thermal derating, I put a modular blank between circuits. If you can, obviously I understand sometimes it's not achievable, but in this instance it was. So yeah, circuit blank, circuit blank, circuit blank, circuit blank. Okay, nice one. Let's pack up. Fault finding, all right? It's something that comes with experience. You know, you don't instantly know everything. I don't know everything. There is a couple of, like, not tricks, it's just methods that can help you, and interpreting and understanding results is very key. People are too quick to just test, and they know what they should expect, and when they don't get it, they don't know what that means. Fault finding is a process, and there's a method. Start at the beginning. Normally it's very basic, but I do admit that when a circuit has been dicked about with, it does make it tricky. You know, some processes work and some methods work better than others, depending on how the circuit has been wired on how much it's been dicked about with. So even I get stumped sometimes with faults, just purely because someone has knobbed about with the circuit. But I don't actually know what my point is of this video was. It was basically about fault finding. Like, take it easy, stop, relax, think about it. Don't go rushing in. Like, I used to be like a bullet in a china shop. I used to go charging into faults and take off loads of sockets, and it was something very simple and straightforward if I'd have just stopped and started at the beginning. Also, I learned over the years to ask the client questions. Sometimes it reveals little nuggets of information that can help you or pinpoint you to where the kind of fault might be. So I've learned that over the years. But yeah, I see a lot of people get worried about it or not understanding the results and things like that. But you can always drop me a message. But yeah, again, not quite sure the purpose of this video. I just wanted to relay about fault finding. Like, I still get stumped by faults. There's things that confuse me. I have to map it out or draw it out, you know. Simple folk me. And just for other apprentices or improvers, or even sometimes other sparkies, you know, you pick up different methods, and this platform is good for this. I've picked up some methods. I think people have picked up methods from me. Whatever finds the fault, basically. Yeah, so just like, especially for apprentices, chill out. You're not expected to like know everything straight away. Like, I definitely didn't know everything, and I'm still learning now after whatever it is, 18 years, picking up things and figuring out, streamlining the methods, you know what I mean? So yeah, chill out.